The man made breakfast for his wife for 5 years, but one day he forgot how to cut vegetables. So he picked up a knife and walked towards Gray. Then he woke her up and said that he didn't want to live anymore. It seemed that my husband wasn't joking. Gray took the knife away immediately. She thought Luca was just tired. But, unexpectedly, the hospital diagnosed Luca with depression. Luca had always been a good husband. Every morning, he spent half an hour preparing a nice breakfast for Grace. He would even take out the trash for her, so she could sleep in a little longer. When Grace woke up, she could enjoy the breakfast her husband made. When she was bored, she would read her favorite comics. But Luca had to take a 2-hour subway ride to work every day. At the office, he had to endure constant criticism from his boss, and unreasonable insults from customers. Over time, he developed depression, but he never told Grace, because Luca had promised her he would work hard, so Grace could pursue her dreams. But what Luca didn't know was that Grace had already noticed. She had been documenting her husband's changes in her comics. January 6th, husband lost his appetite. He didn't eat his favorite fried rice. January 11th, husband suddenly said he wasn't feeling well. Grace knew these were early symptoms of depression. To help her husband recover, Grace researched online. She learned that a healthy diet and rest were the best treatments. So she bought a lot of ingredients he liked, and prepared a big, delicious meal. But her husband showed no interest at all. Grace was worried his body couldn't take it anymore. She wanted him to quit his job and rest at home. But Luca refused, because he still had to support both of them. The next day on his way to work, Luca looked at the crowded subway. It was so packed there was no room to even stand. He immediately rushed to the bathroom and threw up. He realized his condition was getting worse. Luca decided to request a transfer. That way, he could still cover their basic expenses. But his boss not only rejected his request, but also gave him more work. Luca went up to the rooftop to get some air. But dark thoughts suddenly filled his mind. Yet when he thought of Grace, he forced himself to keep going. After work, Luca collapsed on the couch and didn't move. Grace knew she couldn't let him go on like this. So she gave Luca an ultimatum. If he didn't quit his job, she would divorce him. Luca immediately started writing his resignation letter. He worked so hard just to give Grace a better life. If Grace wasn't happy, what was the point of it all?